So growing up in a traumatic childhood where my father was mentally, physically, and emotionally abusive to me, my siblings, and my mother, he always made us feel like we were unworthy, that we were not good enough. And so as a child, you absorb this information like a sponge, and it goes into your subconscious mind very deeply, that you carry this belief with you as you grow up in your adult life, and it has lots of consequences as an adult. And so as I was carrying this thought with me and repeating it over and over again, that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worthy, that becomes a deep belief system, because a belief is just a thought you think a million times. And as you keep attaching your ego mind to that thought that I'm not good enough, you keep repeating that to yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. Your ego mind becomes so attached to that thought, now it becomes your deep belief system. And when it becomes your deep belief system, that's when it starts to create a lot of problems in your life. And so growing up as a child, as a teenager, and even as an adult, I had this deep fear that I would be no one, that I would just be invisible, because I repeated that thought over and over again, and it became a deep-seated belief. So as I deepened my spiritual practice, I realized that I had to detach myself and release that ego mind that I was no one in order to become someone, because that ego mind was preventing me from really understanding the truth of who I am, which is this pure positive energy of eternal consciousness, of love, compassion, of worthiness. And so in order to become someone, I had to first become no one by releasing the ego mind. So I realized that in order to release that ego mind, that someone that I believed I was, to become no one, to then again become someone, I deconstructed it into 3 different steps. So step 1 is when we are holding on to our ego mind, all of the beliefs, or what we call the ego personality. The personality of who we think we really are, who we think we are, which is just really an illusion, a holding state. That's all it is. So when I say I am Moon, I am a blogger, I am Asian, it's not really the truth of who I am. It's just a personality. It's just a thought that I've repeated a million times in my head that now I'm holding on to because my ego mind has attached to these beliefs. So in order to return to our true expanded state, we have to release our ego mind, release all of these thoughts and beliefs, and become no one. We have to become no one without ego personality. And so I remember taking this Kundalini yoga class some years ago, and it was a 3-hour session. It was very intense. And the Kundalini teacher made us do a lot of chantings and mantras. We said Ram, 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 which means God in Sanskrit. And then he also had us do these chants and mantras says, I am not my name. I am not my personality. I am not my body. I am not my profession. So it was literally like, I am not Moon. I am not a blogger. I am not an Asian. By doing this exercise, we were releasing the ego mind. We were releasing that to the universe. And we were becoming no one, meaning empty, emptying ourselves of that ego mind. That's what we were training to do, and that's what all the mantras and the repetition of that mantra was about. And so as we release this ego mind, we actually become someone, the truth of who we really are, which is this expanded state of eternal being. And so then it's like, I am one with the universe. You feel like you're one with the universe because you feel that growth and expansion, and you feel that unlimited possibilities in your life, and you feel that eternal consciousness of love, compassion that you truly are. It's like you feel this absolute expansion and growth. And that's what it's really about. It's about that feeling of that expansion and growth in our eternal consciousness of what we call the soul. And so I realized that we had to go through these steps to truly return to the truth of who we are and become that someone, the genuine someone that we are, the truth of that someone that we are. Not the illusion of someone, but the truth of the someone that we truly are. And so we have to go from the illusion of someone to no one. Then we can truly return to the someone of that pure positive energy of eternal consciousness of love and compassion that we truly are. So it seems paradoxical that we have to become no one first in order to become someone. But I think you saw the chart as to why we have to shed that ego mind in order to return to that someone of eternal expansion, growth, of love, compassion, and infinite possibilities. So if you have a story where you had to shed your deep-seated belief to become that someone, please do so, because your experiences, stories, and comments and feedback really help me and my community at large. And if you like this video, please make sure to share it and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to visit all of my spiritual and holistic living tips, just go to my website at yinandyangliving.com. Thank you. Namaste.